voice agents are getting a lot of attention right now, but most of them still follow the same old pipeline. First you speak, then the speech gets converted into text, then the model responds in text, and then the text gets converted into audio again. So this pipeline works, but it adds latency, complexity, and sometimes the voice starts drifting or sounding unnatural. And now Google has launched something new, the Gemini Realtime model. Specifically the Gemini 3.1 Flash, which processes audio natively. And that means no speech to text and text to speech pipeline. You send in an audio and the model responds back with an audio, which makes it suitable for building low latency voice agents. Hey there everyone, I am Arindam, and in this video we are going to build real-time voice assistant using Gemini real-time models and LiveKit. So if this sounds interesting, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and without delaying any further, let's get started. So before moving further, let's talk a bit about Gemini 3.1 Flash audio model. As mentioned earlier, traditional voice agent uses these three steps. First, the speech recognition, then comes the language model, and finally the speech synthesis. And quite naturally, every step adds latency. And sometimes the voice also changes during long conversations. Gemini's real-time model removes that pipeline completely. It directly works with the audio streams. And this brings a few improvements. First, the instruction flow is much stronger. The model now understands complex directions and agent behaviors much better. Second, the tool calling is smarter. It knows when to use external tools like Google search or backend APIs. Third, the speaker drift is reduced. In long conversations, many voice models slowly change the tone or accent. On the other hand, Gemini keeps a consistent voice persona. And another interesting feature is multilingual support. The model supports 70 plus languages, and you can switch between languages mid-conversation. That means you can start speaking in English and switch to Hindi or Spanish mid-conversation without changing the configuration. So this model is designed for interactive AI agent, not just chat. Enough talking about this. Now let's see this in action. I will open my cursor. Awesome, I have opened my cursor, and now I will walk you through how you can create your first voice agent with LiveKit and Gemini's latest model, Gemini 3.1 Flash Preview. So first thing first, we need to install the packages. For that, let's see the project.tml file. So we can see here, for this example, we just need three dependencies. First one is the LiveKit agents Google plugin, and then we need the Google GenAI package and the python.env to get the env variables. So not a lot of packages that you need. And if you're just using this code, all you need to do is sync and it will install all the packages. So now let's go to the code file itself. So let me remove the sidebar. Okay, so the basic setup part is done. Now we'll need to get the API keys. For that, all you need to do is go to aistudio.google.com, and then you can just click here on Get API Key, and you will get a dashboard like this. And you can click on Create API Key, and then add the name and get the API key and save it to the .env file. For the LiveKit environment variables, you need to come to cloud.livekit.io. Then you can create a project. I have already created a project, so I will not repeat that. After creating the project, you can come to the settings section. Then I will go to the API key section, and here you can create an API key. Just click on Create API Key, add a name, test, generate API key, and here we can see we got the WebSocket URL, the API key, and the API secret. And moreover, you can just copy all this together here and paste it on your env variable. So I will be deleting this after this video. You can just create yours and add it to the env variables. Okay, so the API key setup part is also done. Now let's understand the code. The code is pretty straightforward. It is a basic voice chat agent. So you can see we are just importing all the packages. From LiveKit, we are importing agents, then agent server, session, and then for the LLM, we are using Google. And we are just loading the environment here, setting up the logger. And here is the real-time model that we are using. At the time of this recording, this is the model that you can use, which is Gemini 3.1 Flash Live Preview. So you can understand that it is still in preview. After some time, the model name might change. So before trying this out, do make sure the model name is correct. You can check it from the Google API docs. Next, we are just selecting the voice. Here, I'm just selecting Zephyr. And after that, I have added a very basic instruction that you are a very helpful voice assistant powered by Gemini, be concise, friendly, and conversational. Then we are just defining the voice agent class, passing the instruction, and then we are creating the agent server. And then we need to set up the agent server. So here we are just calling this function to start the server. And after that, we are starting a session. You can see I have named it as Gemini voice agent. And this is the entry point of this application. So the session we are creating using the agent session function. We are just passing the LLM. So here we are using the real-time model. So google.realtime.realtime model. And then passing the model, which is Gemini 3.1 live preview. And the voice is this Zephyr voice. You can also use other voices like Puck and others. And then we are just starting the session with the voice agent and the room. And finally, we are running the app here. So you can see it is pretty straightforward. Now I will just show it live for you. So let me run run main.py console. So in the console command, we can actually try this inside this terminal. So I will just use that. Okay, so we can see that the console mode has started and it has started accessing. So now I will ask it to talk about myself. So hey, how are you? I am Arindam.
Hey Arindam, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's nice to chat with you. So what's on your mind today? Anything you'd like to discuss or questions you have?
Yeah, sure. So actually I'm recording a YouTube video and thought of introducing yourself, and I'm explaining them how to create a voice agent. So great to be here.
Oh, that's cool. Hi everyone on YouTube. It's pretty awesome that you're showing them how to build a voice agent. Anything specific you want me to highlight about what I can do or how this whole process works?
No, thanks. It was great talking to you. Have a good day.
You too, Arindam. Good luck with the video. Feel free to ask if anything else comes up.
Sure. Okay, so we can see that our voice agent is up and running and the voice is quite good. Right now, the agent is pretty minimal, but you can extend it in many ways. You can add tool callings so that agents can query databases or external APIs. You can also add customer support workflows or search to this. And then you can also play around with voice persona or customize it to change dynamically. And because Gemini supports multilingual audio, you can build voice assistant that adapts to the language that the user speaks. And that's it. In this video, we saw how to build an real-time voice agent with Gemini and LiveKit. So instead of the old speech-to-text pipeline, we used Google's real-time model to work with audio streams, and we saw how it reduced the latency and improved the conversation. And LiveKit handled the real-time infrastructure, and with its agent framework, the whole system can run in a few lines of code. If you're building AI assistant, customer support bot, you should definitely give this a try. Also, the whole code is open source. You can find that in Awesome AI Apps. I will link them down in the description. You can check it out. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it with your friends, and do let me know your feedbacks or any other topic you want me to cover next in the comments. And thanks a lot for watching this video till the end. I will see you in the next video. Bye.